If you train the backup hand in a certain technique, it becomes committed. It's not backup anymore. Because most fighting stances will be perpendicular to these. They will be. Right? You get a boxer stance, get in a boxer stance, get in a boxer stance. Boxer stance. See? See? Perpendicular. That's why 45. Get it? And you don't want to short change and just do this. Once you understand, that's okay. But you got to go long, because if he punches, see, more 45 to receive and generate. You have to get that feel. After a while, just be, you know. But you got to do this first to understand this. Know how this works. So when he just shoots a punch, okay, see, this is what blocks, punch. See, this is what saved me, was my turning, punch. See? It wasn't little without understanding. You go big first, get that understanding. And then you get the idea of receiving and generating efficiently. Working together always. If you go too far off center, then you start getting a half beat behind, quarter beats, whole beats behind, and that's not what you want to do. You want to catch up on the timing, because who's attacking first? That guy is, which means he's got the timing right now. You have to catch up on it. You can't catch up on it by doing beat for beat, because he's always initiating the beat, and then you're going, dunk, buck, buck. No, you catch up. You'll do something like this. Sorry, see? I cut and then I came in. Sorry, because I'm expecting this one. Cover the long high line. This is what does it. Sorry. This is what does it. Not this. Not just cutting the line. You aren't just square doing this. You're doing this with authority. See? Reach and authority. Yours start out at 40, 45, because that's what he's sorry. Bam, bam, bam. See? That's all he's doing. See? That's his focus of his shoulders that evade. See? Don't back up. Turn. That's right. Turn and go into me instead of backing up, because now you lose timing. That's an oh shit move. I'm not saying that oh shits don't happen, because they do. But that's an oh shit move. Okay? That's right. You see? The backup hand's not touching. The backup hand's not touching, because that's being backup. In application, it could have been and then see? So you learn to use the backup hand as a backup hand. The backup hand has to be very, very free-flowing. If you train the backup hand in a certain technique, it becomes committed. It's not backup anymore. That's the idea. So you have to train it very free-flowingly so that you can make that committed move with the backup, but instantaneously without a thought process. It just happens because you feel it. Okay, so now, the same thing. See? Just cut. I took low line, high line, cut. Get it? That's from Juru 2. You see what Juru 2 teaches? Okay, so you hit me and I'm going to do the PUKULAN, and I just want you to do the Juru 2 slowly, okay? That's it. See? He just cuts. He's not really focusing on this. He's focusing on the whole line to cut. If this makes it, fine. If this makes it, fine. It doesn't matter. If this makes it, fine. It doesn't matter. He cuts. He cuts. Loosen up. He cuts. So one more time. Okay?
I'm cold, man.
One more time. See?
You tell him to loosen up.
Oh,
See,
my
pay
God.
attention.
He just cuts. That's all. That takes care of me taking the PUKULAN line. Now he punches again. No, I punch for the PUKULAN.
Oh.
And I cut. See? See how I cut? I didn't have to train this. It just happens because I don't have to go, okay, this is technique number 1,001.8-C. You see what I mean? You don't have to train like that. You train properly and all your backup hand will do what it's supposed to do. That's the key. From a simple exercise comes something that's very in depth. once you start to understand. Okay, so he's going to hit, I'm going to do PUKULAN, he cuts the line, and I do positional sensitivity. This is what made it work. Because if I was like this and he cut the line, he'd just go right through it. All right, you see that, right?
Yeah.
Square is square.
Yeah.
You don't want that. You want to be able to receive and generate. You're just learning upper body work. When you're doing this here, you're burning your thighs because it's good for you. That's why you're doing that. You're making them limber and strong. So then once you get like this, it's no problem. Right? You become really mobile with your feet. So one more time, slowly. He hits. I'm going to do PUKULAN. He cuts the line. See? See what I did? How I cut the line? One more time. See? You see how I cut that? Want to do it one more time so you guys can do exactly this?
Yeah.
There are lots of ways of doing it, but we have to figure one way first. Okay, so one more time. He hits. I had the low block too, believe me. I broke his arm. You know, look at slow. Break. Because I understand position. High line, low line, one near, one far. This is a spider's web, if you understand. It is. Come on, fly. If you don't understand, you have to make it up with what? Speed and movement, right? Power. All sorts of things. No. Go slow. There you go. Right away you go into positional. Or right away you go into cutting the line. See? It doesn't matter. What matters is your understanding of how you're cutting the line, how you're hitting, and how you're getting those pockets of sensitivity. And that, for lack of better terms, that's what I call it. It's just a pocket that you capitalize on because you're there. Every position you're in means something. If you take a snapshot of the fluid, every position means something. You can capitalize on it. That's why you got to train slow. Then after a while, you feel it, and then you go fast, you feel it, your feelings won't steer you wrong because you train properly. See? So you don't have to think anymore, you don't have to look. Your feelings won't steer you wrong because that's how you train. And that's how it should be, so it becomes reactionary instantaneous instead of, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do, it doesn't work like that.